It wasn't a practice. It was a get together. We watch film, things we can get better at, possible adjustments, walk through on the court, mentally get them out of their rooms. You don't want them sitting around all day today, all day tomorrow, late game. So there's a mental health aspect to that. It's easy to kind of sit in your room and do nothing and watch movies and Netflix and play Fortnite or whatever you do. So good thing for the guys to get over here, see each other, hang out. And I think they organize a team dinner. They don't need to see me or the coaching staff. They need to see each other. That's important. So we talked about that. We'll meet again tomorrow and see if we can, go get game 2.
Coach, obviously this team, OKC, is earned the top seed in the West. How have you seen your team embrace this underdog role for the series?
Yeah, you don't go into series thinking you're a favorite or an underdog. You just go in trying to win the series. Them winning 68 games, them sweeping the Grizzlies in the first round has nothing to do with us and what this moment is. And we know they're going to respond in game 2. They're a great team, well-coached team. I've said that. There's a reason why they had historic numbers this year on both sides of the ball. Expect a very energetic response tomorrow. But yeah, you have to take care of yourself. We're going to maintenance ourselves to try to beat this team. And to beat them 4 times is going to be an unbelievable challenge. But embrace it. And we know what this is. To me, it's like the 6 seed's playing the 7 seed, in the West. The West is unbelievable. So them being the 1 seed, us being the 4 seed, throw that all out. I would say the top 7 teams, and if Ja didn't get hurt, you're talking about the top 8 teams, the teams that made it, all unbelievable basketball teams. So playing the Thunder, playing the Warriors, playing the Wolves, playing whoever, playing the Clippers in a 7-game series, what's the difference? Like, all these teams are impactful. They all had a chance to do something special, and some teams still have a chance, and we're one of them. So we're going to embrace that, take it to game 2.
With everything Joker has done for you and continues to do,
Yeah.
has he expanded his role yet again and taken over the role of the rage timeout?
Yeah, I don't think it's rage, actually. I think it was expressive, opinionated, offensive, defensive, scheme-wise, just trying to get his point across. I also think his communication, with the way he speaks, he's trying to get his point across, not just with his voice, but, being expressive and how much it means to him. And I'll be honest, man, whatever people want to say about this, him communicating, Aaron communicating, Jamal communicating, CB having an opinion. I brought this up last series. CB's been standing very strong on the things he believes in as he guards these all-time Hall of Fame players. More of it, please. More of it, please. Not a bunch of guys going and sitting on the bench, waiting for me to tell them something. Talk to each other. We can figure it out as a group. So it's been good.
How much have you underlined that point, and how much is it just Joker saying, yeah, I'm going to do that?
No, I think from day one in the Sacramento game, it was one of the things I wanted to see more of was their opinions and what they see and feel. I know it helps me. I have my own opinion. I know what I see when I watch film or the game is flowing. To be able to have that relationship with the players where we're on the same page, it leads to trust in really tough moments, and it has so far. It doesn't mean we're going to win tomorrow because of that, but it has given us a process to go through where they take ownership of the situations that they're in. I'm not on the court. I am somebody that studies the game, tries to lead, manage, but they're out there experiencing it. And if we have that, simpatico relationship in that way, I think it helps us, win games.
Yeah, some of this, it's amateur psychology, but because Michael Malone was the only head coach that Joker knew and Jamal knew, that there's kind of a father figure deference, if you will. So it's not that you don't have stuff to say, but you just kind of yield to the person that's been there, and with him, it's more, hey, we're all the man of the house now with our brother. I'm not trying to minimize your role either.
Oh, no. First of all, Coach Malone was an incredible coach. Also, these guys are now men. So whoever's coaching this team, you have to understand that's who they are. I've said this, countless times. These are fathers now. These are not kids in the league. So this is a natural progression. They should be talking to each other. They should have opinions. These guys have won Game 7s, lost Game 7s, won a championship. If they don't have an opinion on how to win a game, then we got a problem. And that's a communication problem. somewhat on a broader, viewpoint, it's a 2025 problem. Everybody's on their phone. Nobody says what they think, or at least they're not allowed to or something. So it's really good to see them talk to each other and in a constructive way. And it really leads to, a positive impact on the court, I believe. And even today, just the vibe, it was so good. Not just because we won the game. It's been like that over the last couple of weeks. And you need that to get through. We're going to have tough times, man. Like, they're really good, and they're going to come back. Like I said, they'll be impactful tomorrow. I'm very comfortable in my role, and I'm very, very excited the way the guys are embracing each other, through this moment and the progression of the playoffs.
Take me through a couple seconds from last night late in the game. Joker makes a couple free throws. You take him out. You got 5 fouls.
Yeah.
And you got a foul. And that's when I think Shea gets the free
Yeah.
run to the hoop and dunks it. What did you envision there, or what happened there? And
I mean, we're supposed to foul, obviously. Peyton was on the ball. He could have zoned off the ball more so. Christian was in a tough spot. He tried to stay with his matchup to foul Shea. Obviously wanted the ball to go to somebody else. That was the plan there. It didn't work out. But the next time they did it, obviously went to Chet, and obviously that worked out. So sometimes what you plan for doesn't happen against a world-class player, and sometimes the second time, it sure as hell did. So it worked out the way we wanted to. So those situations are tough. You plan them, you walk through them, you talk about them, but then in the moment, things happen.
yeah, it's not a second guess.
Yeah. Oh, no, I know. Oh, believe me, actually, you're wrong. I second-guessed myself because I took Nicole out with no timeouts, thinking that we're going to foul to get him back in the game. So believe me, when I watch the film, I'm my biggest critic. We have to do a better job in that situation. We talked about it today. We'll talk about it again tomorrow because you're going to be in those moments. And especially when you get a situation, you have no timeouts. You're playing the game there. It's like you can't have Nicole in to foul out. You don't want to put him in a situation where he's not aggressive when you're hitting the ball. So it didn't work out. In a weird way, I'm glad he scored so quickly because it only took 2 seconds off the clock. They called timeout. They advanced it again. It gave us time to actually win the game.
Do you have that whole shit incident, though?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, that's what this whole thing is. But if you have that moment and you can't handle it, you shouldn't have this job.
Two more, Tony, but when he came back in on the second one, is that the timing that you wanted to see from him, just with the quick showing to the inbounder and turning?
Yes. Yeah, and I think it's on me to communicate to Peyton Watson what we want from him on the ball. There's a flip side to that. Teams they'll kind of zone off the ball of the guy taking it out. The problem with that is sometimes if they get it in quick and they throw it right back to that guy, now you're scrambling. And sometimes that can lead to a second pass, a third pass, a fourth pass. Now you foul and there's 4 seconds left. So there is a give and take to it. But in my opinion, we should have zoned off the inbounder. But obviously it worked out. Like I said, in a weird way, him scoring so quickly and not bleeding clock actually helped us out.
Does Russell's ability to kind of get rim pressure, does it help you against a team like this because they extend their on ball pressure
Yeah.
so far onto the floor, and it kind of makes you like not want to run an offense, but just like I just have to go and beat this guy to the basket and kind of create a basketball advantage. Does Russell help you in that sense?
He does, and we haven't really had, I'm trying to think back, we've never really had breakdown, drive and kick kind of guards. We never have. We've had very organized, skill set basketball players, and that's their strength. And they went on the 19-2 run in the first half. What happened was they sped us up, and not just after a miss too. We were turning the ball over in transition. Russ's ability to do that, as long as it's under control and for the right reason, is very impactful because you're exactly right. And I want to bring this up, and I said it last night. Having Aaron Gordon to facilitate offense and get Jamal off the ball, what we've done to Jamal over the years, and rightfully so, he's been the lead ball handler because he's been the only one outside of Nikola a little bit. Being able to have him run down the court, not have to bring the ball up against Lou Dort, and then also facilitate, and then also get into an ATO where it's for him, explore the baseline, come off screens, that's asking too much of any player in the NBA. So, Russ, Aaron, CBs, but Christian is so much better at facilitating, just getting us into a set or an offense. when you have multiple guys that can do that, it just saves your best players, and it saves them for the fourth quarter where they have a little bit of their legs left. You can't ask them to do everything at once. And you're right, Russ, another guy that can really make offense happen for you. He drove and kicked last night multiple times, got us great looks. And not to mention, I thought he was really active with his cutting. You know, they're pre-rotating Nicole on pick and pops. They're doubling him in the post. You need somebody to get themselves up unselfishly. Sometimes it works out for him. You know, he's the guy that benefits, but other times I thought it led to great looks for other people. So, yeah, it's funny, man. Having the ball in your hands and facilitating offense can either be the most selfish thing in the world or the most unselfish thing. And I think all of our guys have been so unselfish in I'll be the point person just to get us organized. Because during the playoffs, when we get unorganized, we get beat. And when we calm down and get ourselves into a set, proper spacing, we've been pretty fun to watch. Yep. Thanks, guys.